Matthew 10:27. What I say to you in the dark privately, tell in the light publicly, and what you hear whispered in your ear, proclaim from the housetops to many people. Hey guys, welcome to He Whispers and Listen. Welcome to Conversations which bring transformation with the one and only Brilliant. I hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are well. I hope God has been really showing up in your lives, showing off, I hope that the hand of God has truly so evident in your lives. So today I just want to share something. I think the things that thoughts, conversations with self, right? Conversations are things that God just brings up, I guess, or that is in my spirit lately. We grow up. Welcome to new people. I hope you enjoy it. New people who are listening to this podcast, I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. And to my regular, you guys, thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. But yeah, let's begin. So I'm here thinking, Oguti, we grow up, and as we're growing up as kids, we have dreams, we have aspirations, we have plans, You're like, at a certain age, I'll have this. At this age, I'm going to have that. We kind of have a plan for our own lives. And I'm just saying, the way we have plans for our own lives, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having a plan for your life and working towards achieving and ticking off, all those things that you plan for yourself and for your life. But I'm just here thinking, Oguti, as much as we plan, says many are the plans of a man. Many are the plans of a man, only God's plan prevails. And I'm just here thinking, Oguti, we have our own timelines, and society has timelines for when certain things need to happen in one's life, in a woman's life, in a man's life, in everyone's life. We have a timeline. We have a timeline for all of these things. And I'm just here thinking today, Uguti, as much as we have these things, there's a heavenly timeline. There's a timeline that God has for our lives and the events in our lives and the things that need to happen. And I mean with how God has planned and our lives, and how from the before the beginning, before the creation, how God intended Ndumiso Brilliant Ngwenya's life to actually plan out. At this age, you're going to have this, and at this age, you're going to have that. And I'm saying this because really take a look at your life and be like, do you think you are where you're supposed to be? And if you are where you're supposed to be, have you engaged with God, Uguti? Maybe you're not where you're supposed to be. Have you engaged? Have you inquired? Have you asked God, Uguti, God, this is where I am right now, and I don't believe that this is where I need to be. Based on your time, based on your plan, based on your will, what do you have orchestrated? Where am I supposed to have been right now? And I feel like that's the beginning of a conversation with self as well, because sometimes we are our own weapon. We are the weapon that is formed against our own success, our own lives, and I think that gives an opportunity for you to even look at it yourself and be like, what are the things that I have been doing? What are the things that I've been doing that are hindering me from really achieving certain things in my life, or that have placed me where I am right now? And take accountability. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm just like, there's certain things that I could have stopped, and I could have done better, and could have not engaged in, I could have not done, things that could have done to push me to make me achieve. But this is a conversation that you need to have, and also ask God, what is his timeline pertaining to your life and the things that you want and the things that you're trusting and believing him for. So yeah, engage that. But also there's another side of things where we find ourselves in a place where we are so We are kind of pressuring God. God, this is why you're not answering my prayers. Why, God, but can you see me? Why, and remember our pastor shared, Pastor Tado shared something during the course that we're having at church, we're having for women, and she was just sharing something about the fact that what is the last thing that God said to you? We are so quick to move to the next. God, what is the next thing you want me to do? But you haven't even started what God has literally instructed. The last thing God instructed you to do, you haven't even begun it. You haven't even, maybe you have actually started, but you haven't finished it. You actually left it in the middle. So those are kind of conversations and engagements that needs to occur in our lives and where we are right now, as into God, Angela, like, what is the last thing that you said to me? Have I done the things that you wanted me to do? Because we are here with the posture of God. Why are you not answering my prayers? Why is this thing not why hasn't it happened? Why this, why that? Why, God, can you see me, can you hear me? And I'm speaking to self. This is me, this is my questions, this is my posture. And it's just bothering. It's like, but you haven't even been obedient. Like, how are you expecting God to answer your prayers? God is so kind, he's loving, he's a good father, but you're literally on your knees all the time asking God to do something. God, why isn't it happening? You haven't even been obedient to what God has said to you. Have you done what God has said to you to do? Have you started? Have you finished? Have you engaged with what God wanted you to? So these are the questions that I'm currently about. I don't know if there's somebody who's in the same space, but may we really take the time to engage with God, engage with self, and engage with our surroundings, because sometimes things are spiritual and you need to know how to position yourself to engage in that form, in that way. But yeah, I hope that will help. More than anything, I hope that helps you to really take the time, take the initiative. It's your life, but engage with the things that you need to engage in to really see where you are, to really get a clear picture of where you are in your life. Are you supposed to be where you are? And what is also God's what is God saying about the things that you even want? And even engage the motive behind the things that you want. I think are you pursuing things that you're supposed to pursue? That's also something that we need to start having conversation about.